Hello guys, today I am starting the 30 days challenge. That's right. I'm going to upload one video and trying to post the least that I can. So right now there's like a dead moment, you know? I don't know what to say, but what I would usually do is just cut this part and then get to the part that I know what to say. Like this, I just made a cut and I want to avoid doing that. I know it's impossible to fully avoid, but I want to reduce it the most that I can, and I want to put myself out there and try to challenge myself. That's the word for it. To be able to speak and just speak and not stopping speaking, kind of like what Moist Critical does, because I think that would make edition for my videos really easy. And also, I think it comes a long way. Like somebody that can speak, that can make pauses, because I feel like I am very scared of pausing. So I pause and then my brain goes off, you know? And I don't want my brain to go off. I want to be able to be like, and so this and that, you know what I'm saying. And right now I think I am a very bad communicator, especially because English is not my mother language. I usually speak Spanish. That's the language that I was born into, and that's how I communicate in an everyday, day-to-day basis. Sorry. And well, today I'm going to speak to you about something, and hopefully, just hopefully, at the end of this 30 days, maybe I will be able to be a better public speaker, you know? Of course, I should be more methodical about this, right? I shouldn't be just do it and then just pray that it works. I know that I should be more methodical about this. Maybe I should read a course of how to speak in public or something like that. But I also think there's some value in just throwing myself to the lion's cage and see what happens, you know, which is what I'm trying to do. Right now, I think these videos are going to be really boring for somebody to watch, but maybe in 30 days, I will be way better and maybe I can actually save a lot of time editing and I also can get my mind clearer, you know. So, right now, I wanted to speak about Coca-Cola. I am basically addicted to Coca-Cola. Okay, I will speak to you about how much of an addiction I have for Coca-Cola. I wake up and usually I didn't used to have breakfast. Like for a year, 2 years, I didn't have any breakfast. I just wake up and then wait until it's 2 p.m. and then I eat. I didn't have breakfast at all. But these last weeks, I actually have had breakfast, and I realized that I am very addicted to Coca-Cola because in my breakfast, rather than drinking water or orange juice or whatever it is, even coffee, I just drink Coca-Cola, which I think is not a good thing at all. I think it's a pretty damaging thing. You know, I will at some point try to quit it because I think in the long run it's going to do very bad for me. But so far, I kind of love it, you know? I usually do not drink in this type of mug. I think this is a bit silly, right? Like this seems like a 2017 hipster. I am with my caramel drink and all of that. And for me there's no reason for it, but you know, it's a gift that my brother gave to me and I was like, "You know what? I'll use it because at the same time I always wanted one of these and so my brother gifted me one and I never used it. So I went, you know, I was every single day saying, I want one of these mugs, I want one of these mugs, and I didn't use it. Well, at least this is my moment to be grateful in some way and start using it sometimes, maybe in a videos, because at the end of the day, yes, it is cringe because I feel like 2017 hipsters would use it, but let's get real here. Like, I think it looks pretty cool. It looks kind of like if I was a smart person, like, oh, well, yes, actually, the Trump tariffs will not be really good for the US economy, you know? And then I just take a sip of this. Like, I honestly don't know how I'm doing. Also, right now, I just have one viewer, one concurrent viewer, which is Mumal, a girl from India, which always comments on my videos. I thought it was a man, but turns out it's a girl. So, hi, Mumal, how are you doing? Right now my videos are like a conversation between Mumal and I, you know? It's like it's the only person that is watching my videos, so it's just funny, you know? I'm kind of in like a really strange mindset right now. I just want to create and create and create content. I am managing other channels too. So right now I just want to get rid of like the Spanish version of myself, because there are some things that happened in Mexico, especially in a place called Guadalajara, where basically they this like, well, I don't know if I should speak about this in in a YouTube video, but like people were disappearing, and it had to do with the cartels and all of that. And so, I mean, I am in a very safe place in Mexico. It's a place called Yucatan. It's the safest state of the whole Mexico. But at the same time, it kind of demotivated me because I was creating content and I was getting kind of big in Mexico. But then I was like, well, in Mexico they pay a tenth of what they pay in the US. So for instance, if I make $100 in Mexico, probably for the same amount of views, they would have paid me $800 in the US. They just pay way better in the US, and in English speaking countries, the ad revenue is just better. And also, I feel like the insecurity wave in Mexico is gonna be growing. And it's not that I want to go live another place, but I want to be able to visit some places before something happens to me. I mean, I'm exaggerating a lot. Like, probably nothing is going to happen to me, but yeah, there's a lot of people disappearing, and that kind of makes you think actually about, yeah, it's unlikely that it will happen to you, but it could happen to anybody of your family or yourself. So, I just want to be in a really good position. I want my family to live absolutely incredible. I mean, my parents already live very good. I would love to be like, hey, parents, we're going to vacation to Sweden, something like that, and we can go. Also, I would love to bring my girlfriend that is from a South American country, which is Bolivia, and I would love to just go and visit her, or being like, hey, you want to visit me for holidays or something, and just being able to fly her here. I thought, well, I mean, I brought her here one time, but I haven't been able to bring her twice. But we gotta see each other really soon. That's what I'm hoping for. Also, one thing that is very interesting about this challenge that I'm doing right now of making a video just speaking for 30 days. Right now, I am already feeling a little bit better, I feel like every time I am like very excited about the camera, and for some reason this is like the first time where I feel chill after speaking for a few minutes. Now I feel different. I hadn't had this feeling, I always feel like untranquil. I feel kind of anxious towards the camera, but not in a bad way. I'm not talking about that type of anxiety, but there's something in my heart that it starts to speed up when I'm in the camera. But right now, I'm starting to way more chill. I remember that back in the day, I used to make streams on Twitch in Spanish, and I'm getting kind of like that sensation, Like, I don't feel hyper concentrated on performing. It's just that I can speak my mind, don't worry about a lot of things, and that also makes me perform better because I can think regularly. That whole streaming era was really interesting. I was making a few $100s, not too much, but enough, and it was interesting, but I had to quit it because I was having some really hard, well, not hard, but I had to concentrate for college. I was studying music production in the best university in Mexico. Well, in the best private university, because there's better universities, but public universities. What happened to my hair? Why do I look like this? I do not like this at all. Looking back, and of course in retrospect, it's easy for me to say like, oh, I shouldn't have quitted. I don't know what's the correct way to say it. I shouldn't have quitten. Yeah, I'm just crazy. I shouldn't have stopped doing the streams because I was generating money, but at the time I was like, oh no, it's more valuable what I'm gonna learn from this college. Looking back, I say definitely I should have kept with the streaming. I should have scaled it up. I should have hired some people to make some videos for me with that money. But instead, I just spent the money on some 21 Pilots vinyls. I have never even listened to a vinyl. I don't have like the machine to reproduce vinyl. So it was the absolute worst investment. It was not even an investment. I never got a return from it. I just have the 21 Pilots vinyls rotting somewhere. I don't even know where they are. Can you imagine? But yeah, this was pretty interesting to make. This was such a great experiment. I feel different. I feel a new person after doing this. I feel like next videos are going to be way easier to do. I am connecting with, I don't know, like it's not like I'm speaking to the camera. It's like I'm speaking to a person that doesn't exist. Mumal, if you're watching even at the end of the video, thank you so much. You are the best. And yeah, just tell me, what do you like? Like, you like, what's your favorite thing from India? Tell me, or tell me something that I don't know from India. I want to know more. If you want to give me some ideas about videos to make, that would be very welcome. I would absolutely love to hear those ideas. Maybe you're like, make a top 10 anime characters of Jujutsu Kaisen. Number 1, Novara, something like that, you know? Or whatever, top 10 anime or whatever your interests are. If you are like, I like this from my country, India, I like this religion. Well, I can speak about it in a video because I'm going to make 30 videos. Like, that's a lot of videos to make. I don't know where I'm going to find so many ideas and so many topics. I mean, there's 1,000 topics on the internet and in the world, but yeah, you could help me with one of the ideas and maybe I make a video speaking about it, just like this, very chill. I can read a little bit about it and then give my opinion. Something like that could be really fun. I hope I get better at speaking. That's about it. See ya.